talking millions of years? Are you talking
I
50,000
I
years?
I I don't
Like,
I deign to not delve too far into that, right?
okay, so
But I will say this. Hold on,
regardless of that,
I'm still answering. So,
okay,
re- but
but,
I know that around the time of the Roman Empire, that the Library of Alexandria was burned. Do you remember this?
yes, yes.
In Egypt, the Library of
Well,
Alexandria was
yeah,
burned, right?
throughout
And
time, major libraries have gone down. Yes.
and it retained all of the wealth of knowledge that Alexander the Great compiled on his journey conquering the entire Eastern Hemisphere,
Yeah.
right? That was just the library burning that they made public, right? That they couldn't hide because it was in the middle of fucking Egypt. There is some evidence that even the locations of places has been obfuscated, right? So literally, let's just say it's a Freemasonry thing. Let's just say that Freemasons are doing all of this stuff, right? Freemasons are very well known for playing both sides of the fence. It's called duality, right? They love the light and the dark and the good and the evil. They they want to control it all. And this is what these secret societies are really about. They don't care about money. They don't care about land. They care about ultimate power. And that's why this system is really in place. And it's now funded, observed, surveilled, and controlled by the Rothschild family and the banking cartels. I will call them cartels, the banking cartels. They're fucking gangsters. And they are robbing not just me of my freedom, but everyone that has central banking and this fucking charade about the goddamn birth certificates and what citizenship is and the different forms of citizenship that you have, they are hiding it from us. And it is only through extremely deep research and some native capability to retain and regurgitate information, right? And that's why they poison us with, and they let all this stuff that isn't healthy for us, right? That never existed in the food supply. It never existed in the food supply. Dude, a fucking Chick fil A sandwich in America has over 100 ingredients. They're dumbing us down and poisoning us on the pop population level, not
Yeah, this is
these.
what I think we need globally, or whatever comes into America and Canada and produce here food wise, to be we need some serious
Independent.
legislation. We need serious lot more laws to deal
It's
with,
not
to
going to
have
happen
better food. Like, you can't
as
sell that. Like,
as
people
long
need to be
as
denied the ability to sell certain products. Just like there's safety products protocols, for things you buy, like your
I agree
PS5.
with you.
Like, your PS5 isn't going to fucking burn down your house, right? Because it's been
Oh, it
tested,
could.
and it has
Yes, it could.
there's a certain standard that they have to make to sell you a product, right? Or they're going to get sued. They're like, I don't know, they won't be sell
I'm
it.
I'm going to
Anyways,
tell you something
that needs to
else.
happen with our food.
It,
We
I
need
don't think
serious
we're
regulations.
being surveilled
But there's too many
through
people
our
on the
fuck.
planet, man. We're poisoning the planet. We're ingesting poison. We
Right.
do stupid things because we're
Duality.
humans,
Right.
and that's just the way it is. Like,
I
unfortunately,
have
I just think
started.
there's way too many people on the planet. Honestly, like,
I I
it can't sustain us.
it can sustain
No, it
us.
can't. It can't. There's too many
Yes, it
people.
yes it can,
Imagine if there's
dude.
double the amount of people there is now.
I understand what you're saying,
Like
okay?
you'll be eating your
But
fucking neighbor. You'll be
the
cooking
thing,
them up.
the no, the problem, because listen, population wasn't a fucking problem when evil people were allowed to be
We've
killed,
never had this kind of
okay?
population on the
No,
earth that we know of.
because evil people are allowed to exist,
Well, and
Bogart.
they're always going to exist. That's a fact.
No, here, just in the beginning of the United States, I mean, obviously, I think that from the founding of the United States as it exists today, which happened in the early 1900s, okay? Early 1900s, not half, less than half of the age of our fucking republic, right? Listen, dude. Oh man, I'm losing my train of thought. It's too much. Okay, I can't even finish. I lost my train of thought. Dude, they're fucking us. I promise you that I didn't go off half cocked and watch a YouTube video and then start telling people it was true. I've seen the same stuff from many different people over and over and over again over years time. 1 second. And and I've looked it up. I've looked
Okay, I
up
want
the
to finish
case
my thought
law.
about something here that you derailed. But if there's all these old civilizations, remember I was talking about that, and if they're
Yep.
like a million years old, 50,000 years old, 500,000 years old, whatever.
They
Say all
they can
three. Say
I,
there's major civilizations in those three areas of time. So a million years ago, 500,000 years ago, and 50,000 years ago, there was major civilizations. Let's say where in the on Earth anywhere is there any evidence of that? A major civilization. Not we found this weird thing in a rock that shouldn't be there. Like, no, I mean like where's the evidence of their bones, their petrified bones, known
have
as
you
like
ever you've
we
never
found we
heard
find
of
dinosaurs. We find dinosaurs which we know are
you've never heard of the
350.
catacombs?
Wait, let me talk.
The catacombs.
But produce.
There
So okay,
I
catacombs were
can't
dug. Yes, I've seen that.
millions.
Okay, but that's not
Millions
millions
of
of years old. It's not.
I know.
So
Bones do eventually
and
biodegrade,
it's not that
okay?
big. Like it's big in our
Bo-
mind, I guess, but it's not like civilization big, you
it
know.
doesn't take forever for bones to disintegrate, man. If they're kept dry like in the catacombs, they can last a
Or
long
they
time if they don't.
petrify and become like dinosaur bones, like petrified. They're not
They
actually
can't,
bones. It's
but
petrified rock, right?
it takes very specific circumstances to create a fossil. That's not
Yeah,
what
yeah.
usually
So where's the
happens.
fossils? Where's the
Bones
fossil
just
record of these
not
old
everything.
civilizations? It doesn't
There
exist.
there was a mud flood. There was a fucking mud flood that took out a bunch of fucking dinosaurs, okay? And they got trapped in the mud and they were fossilized somehow. How we don't know. I'm just telling you that the
Yeah, we do
timeline
know how
is
they've been.
wrong.
We know how
No, we
fossilization
don't.
works. Yes, we do.
No, we
Yeah,
fucking
we
don't.
do.
Those are all theories.
No, they're
They have
not.
not
They're proven.
they can't they can't just go and fossilize some things and have it be the same as fossils. They don't know how it happens. It's
They know
all
how
theory.
fossil forms meet. They
No,
understand
they
this.
don't. No,
Yes,
they don't.
people on Earth understand this stuff.
No,
Yeah,
dude.
they do.
They
You telling me
believe
they
what they're
don't know how a
told.
dinosaur bone
They
forms? Maybe you
they
don't,
believe
but
what
they
they're
do.
told. They believe what they're told.
No, no, they
They
research it. They
can't do
dedicate their
it.
lives to
They can't
knowing these
do it.
things.
They
They
can't do
dedicate their
it.
whole lives to knowing
They
these
can't make
things.
it happen. They don't know how to do it.
And on top of that,
They can't,
meat, they
they
use
can't
they use the
fossilize
knowledge.
things.
Wait, listen to me. They use the
Then
knowledge
how then how
that
come
has
they
been
can't
passed
repli-
down. Wait, you won't shut up,
they
eh? For
because
two
they can't
seconds. You do
replicate
a
this
lot of
shit and
talking, but you
you're
don't listen too good, do you?
because they're not replicating
You're
fucking
not even listening to what
fossilization.
I'm
They can't
my
do
argument.
it
You won't even let
because
me talk.
the first part of your argument is fucking moot.
Well, you can't
They
find.
do
Show me
not.
the evidence. Show me any evidence of
You
these
can't
fucking.
find any brand new fucking fossils that they say, hey, this is exactly how it's done. We can do it right here with this equipment. They cannot and will not show proof of how fossils are made. And you can
Well,
look it
wait,
up.
wait. Yeah, they do, but you're not
No, they
accepting it.
say they
You won't
know,
accept
but
their evidence.
they cannot perform an experiment to create a fossil.
No, because it takes millions, it takes time.
No, it doesn't. They're hiding stuff from us, Bogart.
What happens when a fossil is made is the bone is replaced with rock over time, and it
Mineral
hardens in
rapid
the shape of
rapid
what was a bone.
research rapid mineralization and then come back and talk to me. My mom's calling me. I'll be back.
That's rapid, whatever, rapid mineralization. Eat a bum.
Don't have a good day. Have a great day.
Yo,
Yeah.
so there's no evidence of major advanced civilizations like ours before, like,
Not like ours.
and they know how fossils are made. And my point I was trying to yell India is, in every serious discipline of our knowledge, it's not just that one person that's obtaining this knowledge. It's thousands and thousands and maybe hundreds of thousands of people that dedicated their lives to that subject, that are collectively putting all that information together so that we can understand it. That's how we go to space, because we evolve, like, we know things, we understand things, right?
I'm sorry, Bogart.
You're sorry?
It's yeah, you're
Like,
not
this is
ready.
why people go to university and dedicate their lives and to a discipline, right?
Still alive. They believe what they're taught.
No, they think on their own. Like, you think it's a, how can you can't get 20 people to agree on dinner. How do you get them to agree to dupe the world with their knowledge? Like, you know what I mean? There are always going to be people who lie and stuff to succeed or have power. It's either for power, money, or women. It's one of the three. You know, it's always that. It's all the greed. The greed is that. It's power, money, or women.
People do agree, though.
Yeah, they do, but you can't.
Not in your world.
You can't have a global conspiracy about a civilization that existed however long ago. Like,
That's not true.
you're not gonna have biologists agree.
No.
They're not gonna agree, dude.
They don't. Biologist learns everything he knows from.
Or an archaeologist. Like, archaeologists are not going to all agree. They argue constantly, these people.
Mm-hmm.
So, like this Graham Hawk guy, or Graham whatever the fuck his name is, Graham Hawkins or whatever his name is, that believes in these old civilizations and stuff. There's so, like, unfortunately he's become really popular, but a lot of what he says isn't true. Like, it's just not true. Because anybody can spout whatever they want, but where's the proof? Give me the proof of it.
Where's the proof that it took millions of years to make a fucking fossil?
Well, we have that in all the dinosaurs we found.
Don't.
We have
No, you
that in
don't.
all the core drilling.
No.
There's core drilling going on all over the world where they core down fucking kilometers and research the Earth and how it was formed and the bacteria that's in it and everything else about it. Happens every day. There's scientists working on that right now.
But
as we
there
speak.
are some generally accepted things that exist as accepted before any of that research is done. Okay? That research is done with what they were taught is true. And that's real, dude. I'm sorry, but the Rockefeller, or at least over here, the Rockefeller Foundation owns all public education.
Well, that's public
And-
education, but what people do
and-
outside
and-
of public
and
education
change.
is up to them. Like,
Dude,
once these
you
people
think-
have
you
their
think
doctorate,
colleges are
have
fucking
their...
immune to a worldwide conspiracy? Do you think colleges are immune to a worldwide conspiracy? They're not.
almost...
There's
they-
many colleges that the most intelligent people in the world cannot get into.
I think what you just said, like a worldwide conspiracy, is like, think of how hard that would be to maintain and develop and maintain.
Impossible, Bogart.
Like, it's like the flat argument. It's like the flat Earth argument. Like, it's,
I'm agreeing
for
to disagree.
the round earthers to be able to keep up that lie forever is impossible. It's impossible. It's just and besides, it's a matter, like, the science behind it. There's science, like, and obvious.
accepted science, but it's not.
Okay,
a lot
well,
of the shit is
like,
not fucking
right now,
proven.
go onto the live feed of the fucking space station and look at the Earth. It's fucking round.
It-
It's fucking round. It's right there.
It's a fucking CGI.
No, it's not. It
Yes,
it fucking.
is.
Okay, wait. Then
you
how did
cannot
it?
zoom
How did
in.
it? How did that
You
exist
can't-
before
you-
CGI?
You cannot zoom into fucking Australia and see people standing upside down, Bogart. They don't ever do it. They won't ever do it. Yet they say they got satellites out there that can zoom
That's
all the
not
way
how.
in on
That's
us.
not how centrifugal. That's not how gravity works. But anyways, we're not upside down. Well, I guess we're upside down in theory, but we're stuck to the Earth because of gravity.
It's not a theory if it's not a theory.
Well,
Okay,
yeah. Well,
the
the
problem
gravity is
is
real.
that
Gravity's
it
a
is a
proven
theory.
thing. It's a proven. Obviously,
No,
throw an
it's
orange
not.
up in the air. What happens? It lands, right?
Because of density.
No, because of gravity. Because we're being pulled.
No, Bogart.
We're being pulled by the greatest force around us, which is the center of the
Because
Earth in this
It's
case.
because of density. The only things
Okay,
that can
well,
get on
you-
the ground become less dense than air, or they have some other means to
Okay, so
mitigate.
CGI. You think?
It's far more advanced than what.
Okay,
they
so what about all the
let
pictures
public-
of before CGI and before computers, like before, like
They look fake.
all the physical fucking experiments that we can do on Earth to prove that the world is round? You know?
Can't.
Yeah, you can. Why can't you? You just you're a science refuser.
No. There's all these fucking theories that are built into what you're saying, and you haven't.
But they're
done your
proven
due
facts.
diligence.
They're proven.
You're
And they're
accepting what you were
scrutinized.
taught.
No, they're
I
scrutinized. Just
I did
because
it
somebody
myself.
says something doesn't make it so.
Dude,
You have to
I've
prove
watched people-
your theory. Prove it.
I've watched hours.
It doesn't matter how many hours. Prove it.
I am not gonna go
Prove
out
it.
and buy. I'm not gonna go out and buy a $5,000 fucking laser to prove it. Okay, I'm not going to do that. But I have watched.
It can be
videos
proved in
of-
any eclipse.
I have watched hours-long experiments and watched these people set up lasers and shoot them straight across distances that should not be possible when the curvature of the Earth is accounted for. It cannot happen. Light.
Well, it's not
travels in
true.
a straight
It's not.
line.
It's not true.
Light travels in a straight line, and that is provable. Okay? The whole Earth is not flat. Our realm is flat. It is surrounded by ice and water.
What I'm saying is
flat.
the curvature of the Earth it can be proven with a laser, and whatever you saw, I don't know what it is, but there's many experiments you can see that you see the curvature of the Earth. You can even see it if you have a big enough body of water in front of you. You can actually see, you know, you can see the ship disappear. You see the ship disappear, right? Because
Dude,
over every
that-
every
can't-
kilometer, it drops about 6 inches. I
you-
think it drops over a
You cannot
kilometer.
You cannot see that far.
Yeah, you can see a ship disappear. You can see hundreds of kilometers if
That is where your eyes can no longer.
Or you could
see
use
that far.
binoculars. Like, are your binoculars
When it
lying to you?
supposedly disappears,
Anyways, you're
when it's
roboting. You
supposed-
got to restart the party. You're robot. I can't. I'm playing right now. I can't do it. He said she fucking. Wow, that's crazy talk, dude. That's fucking crazy. Yo.
trying to find my place. 1 second. With the naked eye, you can watch a ship disappear over the
Horizon. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Over the curvature of the earth.
But if you have analog magnification, lenses only, no digital bullshit, you have a telescope or a high
Binoculars. Binoculars on a post.
zoom and a high zoom
And you'll
lens,
still
right?
see it disappear.
You can zoom in and see it again. Okay? And that's a fact. It disappears to the naked eye. It is in the distance farther than your eye can perceive.
If you did get it back into vision, it would
magnification.
disappear again.
Out of range of what you can see through atmospheric interference.
No, it would go over the curvature of the earth.
No.
How about
That
all
is
these
a theory.
flights? How do airplanes work with a flat earth?
Yeah, you really don't want to go with.
I've watched all this shit, dude. It's funny. You should watch Creaky Blinder, because Creaky Blinder debunks all this shit like I am doing it. You need to watch him until you
should
figure this shit
watch-
out.
You should watch those flight paths.
You got to start believing in science
On a
and
flat-
a bit.
When,
You gotta start believing in science. So
I-
how do they know how to
I
do
believe-
operations? How do they know how to cure cancer? How do they know how to make
They
an
don't.
engine? How do
They
they know
don't.
how to make different
they don't cure
alloys
cancer.
and metals?
They cut it out.
How do they know how?
I'm not saying all science is a lie. You're
Well-
a victim of what the fuck you believe in. I am not. Okay?
Yeah,
They're
you are.
lying to
You're
you,
more of a
and
victim
you
than I
believe
am.
it.
You're making
No, I'm
yourself a
not.
victim. I don't feel like I'm a
No.
victim of anything.
No, you're trying to convince
I'm
me of
in
something.
control of my own
I'm telling
destiny.
you what I believe.
I'm in
You're
control of
trying to
my own
convince me
thoughts.
and asking me to prove to you to something that I know is true.
Well,
and I don't
if
have
you
to
know
do
something's
that.
true, then you need to
I-
prove it.
No,
Prove
I
it.
don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I
Prove it.
only have to prove it
Otherwise,
to me.
it's a belief. It's a belief.
No,
It's not a no.
I proved it to me. I don't need
That's
to
not
prove
good
it to
enough.
you.
That's
If
insane
you
talk.
you have not proved the stuff that you say.
Yeah, I
You have
just,
not.
I am. I'm
No,
giving you what I'm
no.
saying.
You're quoting someone else. You know nothing.
I'm quoting thousands
You've
and
done
thousands of people.
Zero experiments.
I don't have to do that because somebody else has done the
Oh, I
experiment.
don't have to do it. Somebody else did it. Same,
I can do certain
motherfucker.
experiments. I
You're
can
being
see.
lied to,
I can
and
see
I'm
that the
not.
Earth is curved
I
over
have considered-
water.
No, you can't.
I can see this
No, you
at my
can't.
cottage. My cottage is
No,
about
you
a kilometer.
can't.
Listen to me. Shut up. The cottage is about a kilometer. I can see about a kilometer from the shore where I'm at my cottage. I can literally, on a super still night where there's like no wind whatsoever or whatever, and oh, fifth. Oh, and he left. Whew. Wow. It's crazy talk. Gamer Zero, you're fucking out of your fucking mind. Out of your fucking mind sometimes.